Hello. It is Benui time. It's gonna be good. Ah, I'm dropping things. Benui time. Gosh. And I got a chat list on my thing. Posting unbanned request predictions, ads manager. Great. Auto mod queue. Look at that. Active mods, not interested. Doesn't look like it. Ah. Ah, well. Nanamo. Namo. Namo. I don't know. Wee. Ah, yes. Good old Uldar frame rate. Just like 4 FPS total. That's not gonna be that much. Yeah, it's 25. I am actually below stream in terms of FPS. That is rare. Ah, well. Ah. In here? Ooh. Hello. When the calamity threatened, Roban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louis-Joie would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I made a custom of visiting their shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You're rightly celebrated as a champion because you've led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in the time of adversity. If I am to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Uldar. I've chosen my path. That was too early. Already, many displaced Alamegans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate the process, I've made a small contribution. An artisan's school in Ralgus Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive. And this time, the Uldan Treasury shall provide. Precisely whether or not how to allocate the necessary funds is of course another question. Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? A wise suggestion. May have a visit with the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. Godbad! I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbad Mandeville? Well, not Rain, but I am acquainted with Godbad Mandeville. Ah, well, he's a most generous man. If something of an eccentric. Let us make our way to the landing, and we'll see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbad should be only too glad to receive us. Godbad. I like Godbad. He's funny. Airship landing. Ooh. We are going to the Gold Saucer then. Oh. Okay. Airship landing, please. None. I've ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Golden Saucer. Passage to the Gold Saucer is free. Who are you? What is this? Ha! I haven't actually been here. Okay. Welcome to guest. Yup. Yup. Yes. Counter. Yep. Yup. It's just the regular entry to a quest. It'll just net me some MGP. And also acquaint me with Godbad, I think. Welcome, traveller, to the Gold Saucer. This is the main counter where you can purchase tickets for the mini cactpot. Acquire to redeem Mandeville Gold Saucer points, and much, much more. Ah, but what in the world are Mandeville Gold Saucer points, I hear you cry? Most astute question, and one which I shall be only too happy to answer. But first I may direct your gaze to your left. Beyond the majestic gates you'll find Chocobo Square, home to the Chocobo Racing Circuit. Aye, what Chocobo owner hasn't dreamed of pitting their fleetest bird against the realm's finest in a pulse-quickening dash for fame and fortune? Truly, it is the sport for sultans. And should you desire a more elaborate contest of strategy, you will surely be found in Minion Square, the Lord of the Minion Tables, where would-be generals pit armies of minions against one another in battles for honor and glory. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, Mandeville Gold Saucer points. Put simply, MGP, as we call it for short, is the currency by which dreams are brought and sold within these halls. But my associate here beside me can tell you more, including how to go about acquiring some MGP of your very own. Pray speak with him to continue your tour. Oh, so you're about to experience the wonders of the Gold Saucer for the first time? I envy you. Ah, but before you venture forth, you'll want to exchange a share of your guild for MGP, a service which is my great honor to provide. With MGP in your coin purse, you'll be able to enjoy all the fabulous attractions we have to offer, and all the wonderful games. If you play them with skill, you'll find your little sack of points increasing 10, 20, even 100-fold. Now that you know the fundamentals, you're ready to step out to the floor of the Gold Saucer. Your tour will continue at Card Square to the southwest. The card trader there will be your guide. Yup. Anyway. Gold Saucer. I heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I've never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We do not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbad will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. Ah! Oh no! The temptation of gambling. Whatever will we do? Could Mr. Godbat have designed it that way? Ah, that thing. Hello. A tune. Do I have this? I don't. I've really not gone here. Amazing. I believe this is why we had to meet Lord Mandeville. Shall we sit while we await his coming? My apologies, Your Grace. I've kept you waiting. No apologies necessary, Godbat. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When the Sultana herself comes calling, there's no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I'm sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them the suffering. What advice have you for me in the matter and how it might best be distributed? The unusual circumstances of a meeting and your Grace's choice of companion would suggest to me a desire of an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Uldar's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most emphatically. I agree with your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Uldar in this arrangement? Profit? After all you've done for Gurbania's displaced, I thought you were the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It's a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Uldar's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of your spending the nation's coin, not to implore their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your Grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Uldar. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamigans, even as it generates the revenue required to win approval of your subjects. You've given me much to ponder, Lord Mandeville. Thank you for your candor. Profit? Oh, the thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Rain, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldonar Trading Company. But if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I'm content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurous I want to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte in Uldar. A fair journey to you, Rain, and a swift one, if you please. Okay, Sultana. Oh, no, I'm grabbing that Aetheryte. Hold up. Something with my mouse fell off. Weird. Da 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 da. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. It is time to go over there. That is a bit better. Not much. But hey, what can you do? It's working, is it not? Is it not? Hancock! Yes. My man! I'm here on behalf of Sultana Nanamo Ulnamo. Ah, Rain! To what do I owe the pleasure? Are you in business? I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how to best invest the wealth of Uldar. Oh, my dear Rain, I have you to thank for this recognition, I'm sure. And I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there's no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting with you, say, at the Science former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venture for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Rain, and may your dealings prove fruitful. I don't want to speak to Lolorito, though. Have you tried to know? Welcome back, Rain. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Not really. Oh, Lolorito, did you agree to this? Oh, I'm well aware I have a standing in the field of business, but I'd hoped to keep the monetarist at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat him if I am to rule Uldar effectively. Very well. I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. I can use one of those Vesper Bay teleport tickets. Let's go. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe I just get teleported here. So this is where the Science First congregated. First, why did I do a TH there, you know? I've heard many tales, but never had the occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near. I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we've appointed room to ourselves. Is this one voiced? Might be. That has a bit of voiced cutscene flair. Ah, there he is.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help. You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
Oh. Holy shit.
There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Damn.
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I am glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Ha! I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I.
So that's why I'm
The
here.
settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees, which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment.
The Saltery.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Sultry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well-versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ounce of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders, just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
A deal, you say? Hear, hear. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. You've piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Rain. I could not have done it without you. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. And I could prevail upon you one more time, Rain. I would ask you to convey the details of your negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have led the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Uldar both. Money! So much money. Lease. Rain, you're back. What did Nanama... Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So, Robin says he's going to return to Uldar, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us more, something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Sultry doesn't make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he's the last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, please, assuming the interim government elects you to accept Uldar's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal, after all, and allowing Uldar to provide the entirety of the capital would afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Elfina, it's like Kugana never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss the proposal with the Sultry residents. Whisker, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Rain? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Hey! Politics, my favorite subplot. It's so fun and engaging to talk about exactly politics and nothing else all day. Who doesn't love this? Okay, over here we go. Great. Great. Good. I want this. Politics and math. What? What man of mischief brings you young'uns to old ones this time, eh? That's not his voice. They want to rebuild the saltery, Granddad. Rain, tell him about the deal. Well, bugging me. We've never had the coin nor the hands to put the place back to how it was. But it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cull the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hexter's been talking about starting up regular patrols. I'm sure she'd assign me to the log if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whisker. My lad, truly I would. So does this mean you've gotten the better with that blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Rain? Think you could have cast an eye over to a few of the local beasties, teach me how to deal with them? Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. While still busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. This may be a bit loud. Yeah. That should be a bit better. Right then, Rain. I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got the measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well we get on. Okay. Hello. Eh? The jaw. A yabby. The yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Ah, looks like you found a yabby. They say hitting their shells is like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the underside of the head. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then, wish me luck. Nice. Death. Thanks, Rain. I did just as you told me, and Wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. Okay. Wavekin, so that's it's a sea animal. Iwa. I am tired. Not good. Not good. I think I can handle these yabbies now. So we should try something different. What else is out there? Stuff. The Feebad. The Feebad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the assault golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Feebad? How do I feed one of those? Just hit it really, really hard. Destroy the core within its brow. It's at its head, it is. I'll try to step right between the eyes then. Ah. Good. Good, good. Kill it! Kill it! Murder! Nice. Death. Good. It's not easy fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo, watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Rain. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we should head back to the saltery before Granddad starts to worry. I've been snipped into pieces and fed to Yabi's hatchlings. I thought there wasn't a break there. Oh well. What can you do? Ah. Hello. I see you've returned in one piece. Over those beasties then, did you? I fought them myself. After a bit of instruction from Rain here, like. Once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Ah, good lad, good lad. A fine young man you've become, Visca. A fine young man indeed. Too often of late, I hear tales of folk over in the city drunk on victory, hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. It seems Visca has the sorcerer's security well in hand. Meanwhile, I have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Nice. Master, a message from General Alden. Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. I do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt, and act as intermediary with our business partners in Uldar. You should go. General Arden asked that you wait him by the main gate in the Alameda Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. Okay. Yab. Yab. Ah. Okay. Why am I walking? I don't know why I'm walking. I just am. This is my life now. Who has gil for teleports anyway? I sure don't. I'm broke. I sure am broke. Hello. Yes. Let me in. Do it. I dare you. Aha! Good.
Apologies for the wait.
Robin! Voiced Robin.
People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the Resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Oh, that's a hard question. Now, they don't get to take the easy way out of this. They have to live with what they've done.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Of course. Always.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamigan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon, I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
Ah.
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay.
Yeah, we know.
The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
Ha!
But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
But what if Nanamo herself is telling you to stay? What then, Roban? What then, Roban? That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arenvald, any news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Anante have arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean the Vera. These are Kalyana, the ones summoned the primals. They're insisting they be allowed into the attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Kalyana would refuse it out of hand. We'd best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Rain, you've dealt with these Kalyana before. I'd have you on my side. Okay. All the way up there, okay. No fast way to get there except for a walk. Good then. Great, even. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where go? Up there, okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Up we go. And around. And further up. Lease. There you are. Another voiced one. I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Why is it not? Come on. Lise, Rain, Robin. There's my... Gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. But we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Girabania home. This is truly your wish. You will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish. You are welcome. We cannot condone the summoning of primals, though. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask you to first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that will all be returned to you when the meeting is over. What we will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of you. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. Why do I have the feeling we've welcomed the Viper into our midst? In our midst. Hello. This Kalyana elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Rain? Then Thralt cannot be trusted. Aye. It is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there's no salvation. And I strongly doubt the Kalyana have suddenly broke free of Lakshmi's will. Yep, same. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened. I'll go round up our comrades. And send them to Alamegan Quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Rain. Ha. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. Fuck. Okay, let's teleport here. And let's use this and see what happens. Rain, I've brought reinforcements. Alvo told me of the arrival of unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Y'shtola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm not too familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Ivalize reports suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despise it, in fact. Even compared to the other Nanta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy. And I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? The meeting is to be held in the throne room. It would seem wise to have eyes both on the inside and the outside. Y'shtola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over the proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We should join Renal out inside inside then. Rain. Do you know of the Rain? Do you know of the re-entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, and at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. Okay. With the signs, sir. General Order left orders that you were to be escorted inside. If you follow me. Okay. In we go.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
They have indeed.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfred. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Girabania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Oh no, they were evil. Well, shit.
Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Those who have the echo, the blessing of light. Let's go. Torn from the heavens, of course. No. I did not remember that being this early.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned!
Uh-oh.
Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck
True.
on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whee! Nice moves.
Whatever she's
Damn.
about, she'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Loading. Okay, that's an instanced trial thingy-majig. I'm gonna take a small break here. I'll be back in a few minutes. And, to do what I unfortunately have to do, I'll be playing a few minutes of ads so that I can turn the pre-roll off. Not my favorite choice, but and we're back. Let's continue. How do you fight her without leaving our allies wide open? Can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. For things like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this. I don't know where that accent came from. I'm not good at his accent. Not at all. Ah, yes.
I offer you peace and serenity.
Do you now? No! No taking over people for you. Ah! Really? Bruh. Okay. I know what to do. I'm not that fast.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
Give the freedom, perhaps, yeah, most likely, yep. Apparently, I have to do everything myself. Great. Ah! Why? What is he targeting? Arnold is just randomly targeting these, I think.
I shall free you from your hate.
What do you mean we can't stop them all? Watch me stop them all. Okay then. I guess I can.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Huh.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Hey! There she is. $4. Yup. Oh no, foul. Stack back. Stop. Yeet. Are you serious? You just left. Uh-huh. Hello. The presence, it's overwhelming. Run! Vamos, please. Run! Can't run away from this. They need us. We stand and fight together. Hello, the envoys are in your care. Surely you did done very well. I shall see your guests to safety. Hand of Grace. Oh boy. Bonk. I have to stain. Still some more than enough. What are 3 to best of primal? Yep. We need about 8. Lay down hands. No. No! Stop! Fucking god. Spam! Easy. Okay. Ding. Easy. Haha. Thanks, Rin. I'll make sure my students worth the effort. Yay! Raw ban, raw ban, raw ban, raw ban. Okay, am I allowed to see my combo to the end this time? No. Shut up. Oh, what? Astrologian skills? What is her class? Huh? This is nothing. One thing after another. We have to fight as one. I don't want to be here. No, Ironvolt, what are you doing? I'll be fine here. No worries. Yes. No. Ow. Okay. That was weird. At least I'm finally able to attack her properly. Why did you cling to your misery? Because you are not salvation. You are deception. Yes. And bam, that was smooth. Woo. Quickly, can't find her forever. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying for Darla. I'm trying. Just soft and raging in the single player thing. Go ahead, kill her now. I'm trying!
Here it comes!
Hold on. Win this now. Follow me, go! Ah, LB. Yeah. Woo! Let's go! Get fucked! Ah, goodbye, Lakshmi. Boom!
Victor!
What is this? I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help.
When did you do this? Weren't you
They
in the
need
throne
someone
room
with
the
echo,
entire
and by the
time?
gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Ooh. Ah, goosebumps. I love this scene, it's so good.
Seven hells. It's her. The Butcher.
It is her. Oh no. Hmm.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Hey. Oh, the tears. Oh my god. Lise! What's going on, Lise? Ilford, ring, Arnvald. Ah! I couldn't unpause it fast enough. I stand against the Kalyana would have been brave indeed had you not volunteered to guard duty. We've been enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... It's my fault, my stupid mistake. Nylas, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson. Watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in the favor of the Kiliana keeping the weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Ishtala. Would appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fadola turned up. What has she been doing here? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfried was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fadola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the word in which Fadola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We'd have to show people of a better way to than vengeance. We risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people let go of the old grievances. Make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. That is a long, arduous path you've chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alfino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but none of them seemed ready to run. We are all determined to finish what we've started. I will see that you're not interrupted, Rain. Rain, you the Science had to stand down. Get some rest, you've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
Fine spot indeed, Robin.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Nice. That's very good.
It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave. Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
No, of course not. She wouldn't give you a chance to prepare.
Rabun Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But Your Grace.
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
Oh, she does. She does remember well.
full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo. I...
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
This game's so good. Ooh. What a pretty weather.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project.
Not only that.
She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
He was.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
deities, Arfano. 'Twas only a jest.
Ah.
But I must yield the floor to Rauban. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
Yep.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Ah.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
She's home.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Indeed.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Nah, Alfino. I just had a role in this, you could say. I think it's about time I headed back to Ragas Reach. What's next for all of you? Others will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you. If you've no objections. I'd welcome us, the company. Rain, why don't you come along to the Reach as well, once you've said your farewells to Nanamu and the others? Ah. Upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop. Ooh. Must see enough of you, Rain. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. I must assume father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals, both inside and outside Uldar, tread this dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured, they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. It seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you've showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. Oh, no, not you. Okay. Over there. Uh-huh. Lys. Hello. Here we go again. Everyone who's regaled me with the thrilling tale of hidden treasures, treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. Would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds at Tangred and Ishtola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As the others have said, we were lucky to have Oracle-blessed champions nearby this time. But we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalyana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our clans still are. Looks like centuries of fear and mistrust can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of those people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will never beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Bloodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vira and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army? Out of interest? Out of interest. Are we to prepare Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit. A military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. When Conrad passed his command on to me, the authority and extended for the freedom fighters based on Raga's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance's spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role whilst everything was in disarray. But the time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under new government, I'll be nominating Roban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts his post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nonimus Resettlement Initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Go Setsu. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets or new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. These stunk are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads. Surrender my blade to secure what few coins we have. That's not how you eat dango. Ah. Don't bite into the middle one. It's like talking to a child. My fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Conceive. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Interesting that nobody recognizes her because of the outfit change. What is this? Superman? Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Oh no. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo. Lord Zeno is put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head, regardless. Nay, Lord Zenos lives! Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by yours and misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. You must prepare an official and above accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them pronounce the Viceroy's remains then. Produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Who this? Four heroes! Woo! That is one patch done. Let's start the next one. Oh no, it is Hancock! What could he want? I wonder. Rain, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as a standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm's done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made. And we have you, the Sultana, to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decided that we are going to maintain a presence at Raga's Reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one? For whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordala. She still won't meet my gaze. But she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Oh, Rain, there you are. Hi. Off you know. Alizé, is everything alright? We've received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that she didn't say. Only that we should come to Kugane right away. I don't mind if the two of us to set forth together, but Alize is determined to make it a party of 3. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need the extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I've quite given up on trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust. You will be joining us, I trust. Words. They are hard. Huh. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering. For cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Totaro await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. Whee! Walking, walking. Wow. I walked into a thing. Hancock, again. We've just been here. But I guess maybe he'll be voiced this time. That'll be nice. That would be nice, not that will be nice. I don't know if it will be, but it would be. Greetings, Sonnet, sir. May I show you in? Yes. Show me in. Do it. Maybe? Probably?
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
Yes.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai?
I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest? Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garlean's movements, and more besides.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them, while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Yeah!
Come.
An opening. Your defense is lacking. Leave this to me.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
right.
Is he all right?
Gosetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan, eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
The art of my forebears.
Focus. Release!
Forgive me.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens!
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time?
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, aye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
My lord Ian, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
By the Kami! Your Lord Ian! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
I was muted there. I wonder how long I was muted. Not too long, probably.